All right, 1.3C notes for pre-calc. We're going to be graphing piecewise functions. So you've got 3 steps. First step, draw a boundary line. Second step, label each section. And don't forget open and closed dots. So remember, every time you have an open dot, you either have a less than or a greater than. For a closed in dot, you would have a less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. And then step 3, graph each function, and if you need to, erase what's on the wrong section. So you might need a colored pencil or a different color pen in order to do this one for your boundary line. So example number 1, I'm going to start with my boundary line at 1. Then based on the less thans, greater thans, you're going to be able to tell which equation is on which side. So you can see that this is a less than symbol. Now less than 1 is to the left. So this side would be 2x minus 8. And then on the right, I'll switch colors for us. This would be negative x plus 3. This one's going to get a closed dot when I finally finish it up because of the or equal to sign. And then our 2x minus 8, because of the less than, is going to get an open. So you can draw either one first. It really doesn't matter, but you do always have to start on your y-axis. Remember, your y-axis is this one right here, straight up and down. So we'll start with negative 8. And just because it's open doesn't mean every dot is open. It just means that once you hit the yellow line, that dot has to be open. So up 2 over 1 right there. And then you can keep going up 2 over 1. Notice I'm now graphing on the wrong side because this is the side of the negative x plus 3. But it'll kind of help you get that line. And you can come in with your eraser and erase these that are on the wrong side. And you can just continue that line that direction. So this blue, 2x minus 8, only needs to exist on the left side of the yellow line. All right, let's switch over to do the purple, negative x plus 3. Again, we have to start on the y-axis, plus 3. And then we're going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. I'm going to extend it far this way because this is on the correct side. I need to go to the right here. And then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to erase this one that is on the wrong side on the left. It says I need a closed dot right here. It is closed, and I'll just draw my line all the way out this direction. And then you could say we have 2 pieces of the graph here with your yellow line as your boundary line. For the next problem, our boundary line is going to be at 0. So we'll come in here and draw our boundary line down the 0. And then based on the direction of your arrows, x is greater than or equal to 0, so that's going to be on the right. And then on the left-hand side, to the left, less than, is going to just be the number negative 3. That's going to be a straight line. Let's graph that one first. It's a little bit easier to do. This is going to be an open, and then our blue, that absolute value graph will be a closed. All right, so negative 3 is just going to be at the negative 3 here. And then when we get to the boundary line, we're going to do an open circle. Then for the other one, we're going to need to shift this. It's going to go to the right 1 and up 4. And then we're just going to make a V shape. Absolute value always creates a V shape. If you need to look, you should look at your 1.2b notes for all of your parent functions. All right, so from the center, we're going to go up 4, right 1 right here, and then we're going to create a V shape from there. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And then we're going to do that to this side as well. But there's my boundary line. So if you continue to make more dots this way, you just have to come back with your eraser and erase those because those are on the wrong side. So Looks like a V shape that got kind of cut down the middle. Next one, we're going to have our boundary line at 4. And then you can see we've got our two graphs. One is the less than or equal to. That's going to be over here on the left with a closed dot because of the or equal to sign underneath it. Then on the right-hand side, because if it's greater, you're going to have 1/4 x minus 2 with an open circle. Let's start with the purple one here, 1/4 x minus 2. We're going to go down to -2. And again, you have to start on the y-axis, even though I know I'm graphing on the wrong side right now. Up 1/4, up 1/4. And then I'm going to come back and erase this one on the left. But again, I have to start at that -2. I'm also going to erase this for a second and do this as an open circle. Draw back in that boundary line that it erased. And then we just have that little short line.
Oh, we got test tomorrow?
Uh-huh. All right, the next one, we're going to go up 6. That's that +6 means. And then this negative on the outside means we're going to flip that up and down. And again, it's going to be another V shape. So I'm going to go down 1/1, down 1/1, and then same thing on the other side. And I'm going to extend this all the way out until I hit that line. And then I'm not going to go any further because I know it doesn't go past the yellow line. Something like that. Next one, you're going to have your line at 3. All right, for this one, you have essentially x not equal to 3. So that's everywhere else. And then you have x equal to 3. So for x equal to 3, let's do a blue color here. For x equal to 3, it's going to be exactly on this line. So I just need a -2 on that line. So -2 right there. And then what it's saying, for everywhere else on the graph besides the yellow line, we're going to have to draw 2x, 2/3 x plus 4. So what this means is there's going to be a hole in the graph. You're going to have an open circle there. So +4, then you're going to go up 2/3, and that's where we're going to draw our open dot. Up 2/3, continue. Up 2/3. Down 2/3. So it's going to look like a line, except it's got kind of a hole in the middle of the line. And then you have this filled in dot down here in the blue at -2. So anytime you see something like a not equal to, that's what you're going to have. All right. Example 5. Here we have 3 things. So we're going to have something to the left of the line, something on the line, and then something to the right of the line. So let's draw our line at -2. And then to the left of the line, you see the less than, we're going to have -x minus 6, open dot. On the actual line, which I'm going to do in pink, is the point 8. And that's going to be a closed dot because of the equal sign. And then to the right of the yellow line, we're going to have 1/2 x plus 2 with an open dot. So that corresponds to that. This one will go with that one. Try to color code it for you. All right, let's take care of the 8 first. It's just one going to be single dot right there. Then let's go over to the purple, 1/2 x plus 2. I'm going to go up 2 on my y-axis. Up 1/2, up 1/2. Continue that pattern up and over to the right. And then we're going to go down and left, and we're going to leave this one open when it hits that boundary line. Switch over to the blue. This time we have to start again always on the y-axis. So we're going to go down 6, knowing that we're on the wrong side, but that is where we always have to start. Down 1/1, down 1/1, down 1/1. More importantly, I need to go up 1, back 1, up 1, back 1, and that's where I need my open. I'm going to continue this direction. Extend the line this way, but the points on the right-hand side of the yellow line have to be erased. So I'm just going to go in and erase each one of those. There we go. All right, and the very last one, you've got 3 sections here. You've got x's that are less than -1, so you'll have a line on -1. Then you have another boundary line, which is actually at the 4. So this one's kind of divided into 3 pieces. On the less than or equal to, you're going to have the number 3, closed dot. On this middle section, you're going to have just an x, open dot, and open dot. You can see both of those are going to be open. And then all the way to the right, greater than or equal to 4, you're going to have a -7, and that's going to be a closed-in dot. So remember, anytime you have a number without a variable, without the x, it's just a straight line. So this one's going to be a straight line all the way down at -7 here. Closed dot there. Thank you. Then we're going to go to the middle and just graph the x. Remember, x is 1/1 x plus 0. And on each of the yellow lines on each side, it's going to have an open circle. So 0, up 1/1, open dot, down 1, back 1, open dot. Then all the way on the left-hand side, we just have 3, which again is a straight line all the way through 3. And you have a solid dot there. And here it goes that way.